Well, it's been a dreadful 5 days since the start of the heavy rainfalls across the Eastern Cape, and finally the skies are beginning to clear in the Nelson Mandela Bay. However, that doesn't mean the Eastern Cape is completely off the woods, as another level 5 warning alert has been issued for possible disruptive rainfalls in the next 1 or 2 days. So the residents of Nelson Mandela Bay and the rest of the Eastern Cape continue to worry, wondering what the future holds. Well, 10 people have died as a result of the rainfalls, and thousands have been displaced. Just earlier on, we visited a local church in Gqeberha, where a number of people were being accommodated because they couldn't go back to their homes as their homes were flooded. They were excited to see the sunlight, but also worried that if they leave that particular shelter, where will they go? As most of them say that there's been extensive damage to their furniture and their homes, and some have already been promised temporal structures, as they will, or it will rather be impossible for them to go back home. Well, the Premier of the Eastern Cape, Oscar Mabuyane, and Gqeberha Minister did visit the affected areas on Tuesday and Wednesday, trying to assess the extent of the damage. They have called upon businesses to assist them, hold hands with them in trying to solve this plight, and have also announced that they will be, or they have rather, approached the president trying to see if the Eastern Cape can't be declared a disaster state following the rainfalls, which is quite something they're optimistic about, because they say that people will need great intervention for this problem to be solved. But right now, just to show you a bit of my surroundings, I'm currently in an area called Nqonji in Motherwell in Gqeberha, where we spoke earlier on to a gentleman who said that he had to crash with his friend, or he had to squat at his friend's place because he could not go inside. As you can see, if my colleague can pan just to show you the extent of the damage and the extent of flooding just on the roads, it gives an indication or a picture of how bad things are inside the homes of those who live in this area. They say that their furniture has been damaged, their homes have been damaged. But one other thing that they have brought to the fore that has been a concern over and over again, especially when incidents like this occur, is the issue of housing. Some have said that this was bound to happen, and the only way to prevent disasters of this nature to actually result to a problem of this magnitude is to assist people with housing development and to try and accommodate them. You know, they say there's been quite a backlog, and now that they're facing this, they claim it is not the first time, and they say they're likely to be relocated to another area and left in temporal structures for a while. So residents in these areas are very, very frustrated. They are scared of what the future holds, and they say that the only thing that could help them now is the intervention from the government, especially where housing is concerned. But right now, from myself and Nqonji and colleague Zamu Mendile, it's back to you in studio.